Hey everybody, and welcome back to Superman Crypto, Hex Token channel, and Pulsechain YouTube. Hope you guys are doing awesome out there. Are you guys enjoying it? I hope you guys are. Magic Carpet Ride has just started to sort of move the carpet and starting to get ready to fly big time. So it's going to be so much fun. Now, I've got the title of the video, Richard Hart teases people to short Hex, Pulse, and PulseX. We're going to talk about that as we start to talk about Pulsechain update. But we've also got a poll out today. So definitely check that out. Will you try shorting PLS, PLSX, Hex? Yes, no, maybe, unsure. And we're going to talk a bit about that later on. So if you're not familiar with what shorting is, going long and lots of stuff, we'll have a brief touch on that. The other thing is, of course, Magic Carpet Ride. It's kind of a nice theme. We're going to talk about that too. Stay tuned for that, as I should say. If you're new to the channels, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. All that good stuff. Now, Hex and Pulsechain YouTube are both dedicated to Pulsechain and Hex for the vast majority. You know, we talk about obviously crypto generally, but apart from that, and of course, if you like general crypto and more DGN type projects, then join Superman Crypto. That's what I cover on that channel, and it's a sort of a free for all channel. So get over there on Superman Crypto if you want to join there. Maybe someone in the mod team can post that link in the chat. All right, we've got a couple of comments in the chat already. We've got Check My Pulse. What's up, Superman? Woohoo! Pump baby, pump baby, pump baby, yeah. Back baby ribs. Check My Pulse. Good to see you. Good evening to Hexkins. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We've got Lies Beneath the Truth. It brings us the alpha. How are you today? Pretty good. It's sunny outside. It's really just started to crack open the sun. Real sunny shine day today. We're having pretty good summer temperatures, which is nice to see. Not too hot, not too cold, and just right. So feels good. Just like Hex, EHEX, PLS, PLSX, and Center for the Win, the gold strategy of this channel. Absolutely. On Hex Token, we love it. What else we got going on there? We got Archie in the house there. Hi all, good to see Archie. Now Archie's been providing some updates in the Pulsechain chat in our Discord. So if you want to see some of those updates for Jacob's ecosystem, particularly around PUSD Algo and TRH and things like that, definitely check out Archie. Archie's also got a big giveaway. I don't know how he organized it. A secret little source is Archie. But he's got a little, well, actually a pretty significant giveaway around PulsePot, which is another one of Jacob's projects. So it looks like he's got the inside there on that one. So if you haven't followed Archie, go give him a follow. Maybe Archie can post his link to the competition for PulsePot in the chat. That'd be pretty cool. And you guys can go and have a chance to win. There's quite a lot of PulsePot up for grabs. Massive deflationary protocol too. I think they've burned about 3,500 tokens so far since the crypto casino. Remember, it's the world's first peer-to-peer crypto casino. And it's been operating, and it looks pretty good so far. So good. Brendan says, and we're live. We are indeed. And we're live. DGN Hex in the house there. Superman. Good to see DGN. Harry Williams as well. Yo, 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 yo. Forgot to do that the other day. So there we are, Harry. Long live RH, says DGN. We got Joey Torres as well. Hi all. Good to see you, Joey. Charity Dunning in the house. Yo, yo, yo. No shorts or long, says Harry Williams. Yeah, well, we might check that out later on when we get up to that point. Talking about famous, of course. That's where you can go short and long on the famous fork of GMX. We'll talk about that then. We got Blair in the house there. Hi all. And we got some pink, cute little feet. Are they hands or feet? They're hands. They're hands. Everyone's going, how can you say their feet? Well, you know, who knows? You just say whatever you want. That's artistic. Good afternoon from SoCal. No shorting, no hating here. Just a hodling, says Eddie. Nice one, Eddie. And yeah, if you want to join a strategy club on our Discord, it's multi-chain. We're looking for the best projects, and we've been crushing it in there. Get in there, strategy club, good place to be. If you like the multi-chain, it's good to have a bit of diversification in your portfolio as well. Sandy Beach says, hello, everybody. Good to see you, Sandy Beach. Also, another influence out there crushing it. Thanks, Sandy. What else there? We got shorting RH products, says Lies Beneath. Thanks, but no thanks. The only short that I have still running is BTC 47,000. Sorry, no bonus super, says Lies. That's funny. Hey, Stevie D's in the house as well. Hi, Superman. Big chill. Chilly greetings from Seattle. Yeah, I bet it is a bit cold up there in Seattle. What else there? TA specialist here is here, says Brennan. Hey, self-proclaimed. That's awesome. I'm the one supposed to say that, Brennan. I'm the one supposed to say that. All right, we got the Sapper in the house. The SC has gifted us with an amazing amount of advertising. This level exposure is magic. Yeah, that's a really great insight, the Sapper. It is kind of like free advertising as long as you can push back. And Richard's come back with the dream team, 11 lawyers one of the legal firms, of course, Elon Musk's legal firm. Heavyweights, all of them Harvard grads and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Workout post coming soon, says Sandy. Nice one. Post that in the chat. I'm sure people can check it out. All right, let's get into it, folks. We're going to start with the stock market, and as we always do, and let's see how that's going. Bam. All right, so we obviously, after Martin Luther King Jr., I think it was, holiday yesterday, we're back on the market to open. The Dow Jones is down 0.6% on the open, 231 points to 37,361. Remember, the Dow Jones is the top 30 industrial firms in the United States, so that is down. The S&P 500 is down 0.37%, 18 points to 4,765, still holding up pretty nicely. And of course, the Nasdaq there with all the tech companies in it is down 0.2%, 28 points to 14,944, still holding up okay there at the moment. Now, we had some news here. Treasury yields have climbed as the Fed Governor Waller says cool bets on early rate cuts. Now, I think there's about 21 governors from last time I remember in the Federal Reserve, something like that. Federal Reserve Governor Christopher Wallace says he expects the Fed to cut rates this year, but stressed that there was no need for the central bank to cut rates quickly as the economy remains in good shape. So we're expecting that too. May is the target, right? May is the target. Some people think it might be as early as March, and I'm just not in that camp. I just think I think enough of the presidents have signaled that that's not the case either, including this Waller chap. The remarks cooled some optimism for cuts to begin in March, sending Treasury yields sharply higher. Yield on the 10-year Treasury topped 4%, but the 2-year Treasury rose 9 basis points to 4.2%. So there we go. In many previous cycles, the FOMC cut rates reactively and did so quickly and often by large amounts, Wallace said Tuesday. However, the economic activity and labor markets in good shape and inflation coming down gradually to 2%. I see no reason to move as quickly to cut or as rapidly as in the past. Now, here's the kicker. If you're a monetarist, you call BS on this. If you're a monetarist, you call BS on this because you'll probably be picking in a recession coming up in the second half of the year, probably somewhere in there, and you'd expect them to rapidly change. So that's probably where we'll end up. So we'll see who wins the day, but I'm with the monetarists at the moment. So we'll see how we get on there. All right, so that is pretty much that. And we've got the Fed meeting coming up pretty soon. It is how many? 2 weeks and 19 hours away. So 31st of January, market in your calendars, 2 p.m. Eastern time. That is the play at the moment. We're expecting no change in January. It's going to be a non-event. We'll stay at 5.5%. And, of course, some part of the market is expecting March, but that's weakening, right? That's weakening with, Waller and other people's presidencies, is that the right word? Call there. So still on May. May is when we're expecting potential pivot, and that is most of the market is still there with that 98.7% of the market expecting a pivot in May, and I'm in that camp. I think that's probably more appropriate. All right, kind of cool. That is it, and we're going to get into crypto. BTC holding up okay, 43,253, down 0.5%, and the dominance is down to 48.78%. So that's pretty interesting. Dominance weakening off there for Bitcoin. Ethereum, though, holding up pretty strong, 2,596, and that is down only 0.25% at the moment. So Ethereum looking really good. And, of course, everything down slightly there. We've got a couple of little green spots there. But apart from that, that is where we are at the moment. Jumping over to Bitcoin chart itself. This is one where we're following all the macro picture, all the big events potentially are good and maybe not so good. And, of course, most of them are very good. So we just had the Bitcoin there, ETF. And, of course, we're a couple of days out from that now, aren't we? Heading towards a week almost. But, of course, we had some holidays and weekends in between. Now, we've got a little article about that, so let's get into that. So the top 3 spot Bitcoin ETFs accounted for the lion's share of volume as day 3 of trading concluded on Tuesday. The day's total volume finished at 1.8 billion, well below the 3 billion last seen Friday. And, of course, in a third day of trading, the top 3 Bitcoin ETFs by trading volume have positioned themselves heads and shoulders above the rest by nabbing just about 90% of the market share. Funds offered by Grayscale, BlackRock, and Fidelity are the clear leaders. So those are the leaders at the moment, and these guys are dominating 9% of the volume there among the 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs currently trading. So there we are. That's the winner so far. As Tuesday's trading came to a close, the 3 top funds had generated 1.6 billion and 1.8 billion of total trading volume, and that is how we play there. Third of the trading finished well below the 3.1 billion seen on Friday. On Thursday, the first day of trading, the volume came in at 4.6 billion, and you can see the leaders there at the moment. So there was talk of some threats there, also of 9,000 Bitcoin hitting the markets. I'm not sure what's happened with that. Yeah, so we'll see how that plays out. Part of the GBTC, I believe. So I'll try and pull up that on another article. That is kind of where we're at the moment. What else? Yes, we've got the Bitcoin halving coming up. It is tick-tocking away. We're getting closer every day. And the Bitcoin halving there is down to 90 days. So 3 months. 3 months away for the Bitcoin halving approximately. And that was updated there in April. We got the budget coming up. This is one of our first challenges. The US budget coming up here. That is going to be on the 24th of January through to the 8th of February. We'll see what happens there. Remember, the budget got split up there, and we'll see where we go from there. The other big thing, of course, is we have the Ethereum ETF sometime in May for the approval. I think there's currently 7 of those at the moment. And, of course, the better that Bitcoin ETF does, the better the Ethereum ETF window will do as well. The other thing at the moment, of course, we're going to talk about for Ethereum. We'll get to that. The only really black swan event is potentially the Taiwanese-Chinese geopolitical risk, and the window for any invasion weather-wise is between the 30th of April and the 27th of June there. So hopefully that never happens because none of us want that. And, of course, what else we got going in there? The election at the end of the year. And, of course, we saw President Trump there win big, record-breaking big in Iowa in the GOP race there. But also nationally, the polls are looking very, very good in his favor at the moment. So we could have a potentially good end of the year and get back onto good economics and good foreign policy, and, of course, stop the wars, right? The only president without any wars, he was the one who's supposed to have all the wars. Remember that? All the lies that you get told. And, of course, it's all the others that do the wars. And so, yeah, we'll see him end wars. That's probably what will happen there if he gets in. All right, so that is a Bitcoin. Let's jump over to Ethereum. Ethereum there also looking like a boss at 2,590. And, yeah, looking really good. I mean, the other day we got up to 2,717 back on the 12th of January, but looking really good here as well. And this is the 50 EMA, is it? Yeah, I think I've got on the 50 at the moment, and it's looking pretty good. In fact, was I going to change that back to the 20? I can't remember. But what have we got here at the moment? 50 on the moment. So even if we go to the 20 and see what it looks like versus the 20 EMA. Oh, yeah, there we go. So going very nicely, even on 20 EMA there at the moment. Ethereum is the boss, man. It's going to do so well. And, of course, EVM chain's going to do well as well. So kind of cool. That leads us into Pulsechain. And we're going to get to Richard Hart. And, of course, the top title of the video. Before we do that, though, let's catch up on a few more comments in the chat. And we're going to get into the Pulsechain stuff now. Specialist. Yeah, I love that one, Brennan. Honestly, that made me laugh. Here is the giveaway, says Archie. So if you want to get into the Pulsebot giveaway, that is the link there. And don't forget to repost that out as well and give it a like. And if you haven't followed Archie, give Archie a follow. He really does do incredible stuff for the community. He is super smart and gives us so much alpha inside the Discord, particularly in the Pulsechain chat for Pulsechain projects. You don't want to miss out that. And he really is doing a great job. So give him a follow, give him a like, and enter the competition. You could win some pretty nice prizes in there. Rod Fix Patch says, good morning, Superman and Superman family. Says Rod, hey, good to see you. Always a pleasure. What's that? Quick clarification. It's Pulsepots. I'm just free marketing, says Archie. Okay, nice. So that is actually just amplifying what Pulsepot has put out for the competition. Tin Top's in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tin Top. Welcome to the chat. What's up? We got Rod Specs says, I'm all in on shorting my whole bags. Is Rod? Yeah, ain't that true? How's Richard Hart saying to short Hex? We're going to get to that right now, Arizona. We've got Spike in the house there. What's up, people? Good to see you, Spike. We've got Cliffy as well. Good to see everything on the up again, being lurking, staking, and holding, says Cliffy. Nice one. You're very wise there. Thank you very much, Super. I really appreciate it. You are the man. And you are the man, too. And there is Sandy Beach's update for the health and safety. Health and fitness. Sorry, my bad. Health and fitness post there from Sandy. If you can like and repost, I'd appreciate it too. Yeah, give Sandy a Beach a follow and like and repost. It always helps. The community is what makes things rock. All right, so let's get into it. We got the main event here, Richard Hart and Pulsechain, and of course here it is. So just be very careful to read between the lines here. Okay, I'm not going to say anything other than read out what is on the page, but I've got to play this, and I'm going to play a video. You guys decide what you think about that. And remember to just listen very carefully, focus, because it says a million things. So all right. So this is from Richard today. Now Richard put out another post earlier today as well, but I'm going to look at that next. I'm doing it in reverse order. This is the latest post. Richard said, "Haters, if you weren't broke, you could short the coins I founded, and that is Hex, Pulse, and PulseX. And if you don't have the balls to short, maybe it's a sign you should buy." Yeah, that's true. Fame.io lets you short, and Fiat lets you borrow to sell short. Their GMX V1 and Aave V2 forks. I have nothing to do with these projects. And remember that trading or borrowing to trade is death, and you shouldn't do it. Hashtag Ethereum. And he's had 180,000 views on that so far. How long ago was that? That was about 8 hours ago, this post. So there we go. Now, the fact that he actually mentioned some project names too, pretty interesting by itself. But then he put in a following up post there. Haters, don't pretend there's no liquidity. Look to be over 7 million liquidity across Pulse, PulseX, and Hex on the Fiat. That's the Aave fork. There's 1.6 million open interest on Fame. That open interest is what people are going short and long on. Just see that in silent shoe, as he says there. And he's posting the Fiat balance. You can see there's $10 million in there to use to borrow. And of course, there also, or at least TVL in there. And he's got the borrowing amount there, 3.4, what's that, 3.4 billion. Pulse has been borrowed from the looks of it there, available 27. And of course, he's got the analytics there for Fame with the, looking for here, open interest 1.6 million there with a PHLP Pulse liquidity in there of 2.7 million. So that is the play now, obviously looking pretty good there at the moment. And of course, you're looking for the stable coins inside Fame to do that. Now, that is some of the interesting stuff there. So really, once again, this is a theme he's played out before in terms of shorting, when the market's on the upside. Obviously, we've come off a very long down market. And of course, now we're on this trajectory to the upside. Now, what we had seen so far, we've seen Richard Hart's Christmas speech talking about it's just the beginning. Things look like they're going to be on the upside. And of course, now we've got a lot of bullish posts that he's been posting. And now, of course, the prices are really starting to rock and roll. So he talked about that. So we're going to get to that in a second. But let's play a little video of Richard talking about the magic carpet ride. So let's think about the shorting side of things he just posted. And of course, now let's think about, so that's people betting that the price will go down and they make money if the price goes down. Of course, if the price is going up, then they're going to get wrecked, right? They're going to get wrecked shorting. So you want to go what they do. You want to be going long, basically, either buying on the market, or you could even go long on Famous and get leverage play. So here's Richard on the Magic Cup ride. Let's quickly listen to this a little excerpt here.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.
All right, so that's the magic carpet ride that people were referring to. And of course, before he posted that post about shorting, he posted this post here about how well Pulse and PulseX are doing. And of course, Epic PulseX did a 3.6x in 9 days. And of course, you guys know I've been calling PulseX as the big pick there. Obviously, Ascentive token has been doing well also with the limited supply. Pulse and Hex did a 2.6x. And of course, he posted some of the bullish charts that have been showing how good that they are doing, which we're going to look at ourselves in real time anyway. So that is some cool stuff there from Richard Hart. So game on. It is game on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get into the results for day 249. We're about to start day 250 on Pulsechain. Can you believe it? Day 249 now. We're at quad 00012. So, did you hear me say quadruple zero because we had so many zeros so long? But actually, we're at 0000128. Yay! We're up 0.5% today. We're at 28% above the sacrifice price, which is fantastic. That's the mean sacrifice price. So everyone should be pretty smiley now. PulseX there is at quadruple 0489, up 2.35%. And the buy and burn is ticking away very nicely. 658.9 billion has been bought up and burned. 3.21%. That's 3.21% of the public supply has gone forever. And that is super bullish longer term. So it really does help. We've got the incentive token there at the moment is up 16%, has been performing incredibly well. There is a relatively small supply vis-a-vis other tokens, and of course just over 21 million, heading towards 22 million supply. The big thing, of course, is $1 million. Is it? Actually, we've got a different amount here. We've got 118,000 has been burned so far, which I think Archie had something around $1 million has been used to buy and burn. But that's across all the board. That's across PulseX, Pulse, and everything. But at the moment, $220,000 worth of incentive token has been bought up and burned through the TRH protocol from Jacob's ecosystem. So that's super bullish. So everything going pretty well there. Now, PHEX has been a bit sluggish, actually. PHEX has been a bit behind the 8 ball there, down 5% at the moment. Is it currently at 1.84 cents? Was up earlier before the live stream about an hour ago. Was up actually higher. And the EHEX there is at 1 cent. So someone's just sold something down. You know, the combined price of EHEX and PS is at 2.87 cents at the moment, but it was over 3 cents about an hour ago, maybe even earlier than that because I was watching it. So that's pretty much it for day 249. Looking at the charts, there is Pulse looking really, really good. Look at that. That's pretty neat, right? That is Pulse there. And we are way above the sacrifice price now, pre-SEC price. So we're also above this resistance here back on the 13th of July. So I guess the next resistance would be at 1500, 15 to 1600 here is the next resistance there. So that is kind of the play. We have broken down barriers there. 1, 2, up and away, as they say. Well, we actually had 3 if you want to think about being down here at 7800. So we've really started to break records here. We powered all the way through all these resistances, 600, 700 here, the pre-SEC price of 0001. And now this 14th July price here of 1,250, and we are pushing high above that now. Isn't that incredible? I think it's incredible. And of course, we've got overbought on the daily. Probably the only question here is the weekly. The weekly is still not overbought there. We are looking still pretty good. We're down at 56. Now, will there be some testing of the 50? That's something that Brendan has thought of. We will see what happens there. But other than that, we're still pretty cool on the weekly there. Looking pretty good, and we've got all the projects coming, right? All the projects coming, and that's going to be bullish. And we have a quick look at the projects. We've got a lot of projects coming down the line. So these are just a big snap of some of the bigger ones. But Power City Earn Protocol going to be the next juggernaut launching on Pulsechain. Bullish. Brings us to PulseX. And PulseX at the moment also breaking boundaries. So that is the PulseX price. You can see that's absolutely gone bonkers. It's gone fantastic. And we're way past the pre-SEC price now at 3,000. Was it 3,200 pretty much? We have busted past that, 4,880. We actually got to 5,645. So really impressive stuff happening there. And of course, we've still got some room to go until we get to the mean sacrifice price for PulseX. But hey, look, we're going to get there some stage soon. And how much is that left? That's 104% left to get there. But earlier today, when we got to this high, it was only 78% to go. And you guys know I've been talking about that for ages. Even if you did nothing else and you bought PulseX and you believe in the system, then eventually you're going to make mad gains, right? It was way big mad gains, and you didn't have to do much. In fact, down here, it would have been mad gains of 1,000%. A 10x was sitting there. Just if you had to just hold your horses. And get a 10x is pretty easy as well. Now, the big thing is we've got Power City Earn Protocol coming. It's launching very soon. They keep teasing us on the X social platform. So we're getting pretty close to it. And that's going to be able to collateralize PulseX. That means remove it off the market, so supply shock. And then it's also going to potentially be let's say a modest demand shock there with people able to issue a PXDC stablecoin. It's the third stablecoin. and we'll probably end up with tens of millions of dollars as PXDC stablecoin. If it's anything like liquid loans, which last time I checked was 28 million, then wow, we could get some big buying. Let's say that we get 20% of that that is floating around buying, then yeah, we could get some big price appreciation in addition to that on PulseX. It's going to be fun to see. So a supply shock and a demand shock coming up for PulseX with the protocol. It's going to be fun times. And of course, then we got the incentive token as well. That is been going up like a dream. In fact, we hit $2.03, almost $2.04 earlier today. Look at that. It's going pretty crazy on that. And we bounced all the way back off down the bottom here. It's incredible stuff here. Let's have a look at the ratio. We're down at 8,500, and now we're up at 14,700, and we did hit 15,000 earlier today. So performing like a boss is the incentive token there, and doing very well indeed. The rate top of the ratio was way back here on the 23rd of May at the beginning, and we got up to 317,000. I remember that. I remember that day very well, and so on. So yep. All right, we won't talk too much about that because yeah, we'll move on. But exciting to see where that's heading, especially with the Power City Earn protocol, and maybe the big wallets, the big whales will be able to leverage that PulseX Earn protocol launch and even supercharge it even more. It's going to be pretty fun to see that roll on in the future. PHEX, of course, been kind of doing exceptionally well as well, but of course a little bit sluggish the last 24 hours. We're at 1.84 cents, and we're trying to get over 2 cents here at the moment, just cooling off. The RSI, of course, in the overbought territory. We're just ticking away the MACD there. Still looking pretty good, though, on the MACD. Maybe it's going to start cooling off a little bit here. We'll see in the next day or two. The weekly, of course, all look all pretty good on all of these tokens, right? The RSI is pretty cool on all of them. This is 57 on the weekly for the RSI for PHEX there. EHEX as well, pretty similar story. At 1 cent, though, holding strong, which is pretty nice. Once this thing starts to break out, on PHEX, let's say over 1.1 cents, game on for PHEX, isn't it? We're going to watch that. Hopefully we get a little bit of consolidation, and then up it goes again to the next level. That'd be pretty great. The combined price of EHEX and PHEX is at 3.027 cents at the moment. We has the second time that we've got this level, but we are breaking a little bit higher. And yeah, the last time we got up higher than that was 3.7 cents. This is the combined price of EHEX and PHEX. So game on, really, game on, entering some new territory. Let's see how we go here. Maybe a little consolidation, then go for another move. That is the play at the moment. All right, so that is pretty much that. Let's go to the validators. Validators have been rocking it up as well. 52,132 validators, and we got 1.67 trillion off the market at the moment. So about 10.25%, looking pretty good. Let's pull up liquid loans quickly and see what liquid loans has got off the market as well. In addition to the validators, we've got 1 trillion Pulse pretty much off the market, 130 million US dollars now. Man, this is amazing. Wow, that's awesome. So doing very well indeed is the TVL on this is definitely number 2, but man, it may end up surpassing PulseX. We'll be seeing obviously PulseX going up as well in price, but we got $29 million almost in USDL stables as well. They're doing pretty well, but actually a lot of them are staked now. I've just noticed that 27 million staked. Wow, that only leaves about just under 2 million liquid. So that's, you know, the very modest demand shock at the moment from stables, because a lot of them are sitting in the yield because they're earning so much money. All right, that's pretty much that on that. Let's go to the gas prices. We're at 227,000 beats. We're at 1 cent for a PulseX swap. We got 0.06 of a penny for Pulsecoin transfer and 0.2 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. 2,700 times cheaper than Ethereum. $28 to do a swap on Ethereum moment. $8,400 times cheaper than Bitcoin. $5 to do a Bitcoin swap at the moment. But the cool thing about Pulsechain, as I always say, is the ability to compound and cheaply, and of course the ability to have profit sharing with a lot of protocols doing profit sharing. 2 big sales for Pulsechain, and of course leading DeFi is where Pulsechain is headed in terms of offering full DeFi solutions and protocols and dApps and things like that. So pretty cool. The last thing, of course, is the bridge. Wow, look at this bridge. Do you like it? Yeah, baby. Yeah, man, this thing's gone up so fast. 123.2 million. Isn't that cool? Looking really good on the bridge. So nice stuff happening there at the moment. So much more DAI over the bridge. It's crazy. You watch this number, folks. Just keep it. Remember this number. Remember the Magic Carpet Ride video we just played as well. Game on. Let's see where we go. So that's day 249. We're going to start day 250 shortly, probably within the next hour, and it's onwards and upwards. Day 250 on Pulsechain. Can you believe it? And crazy. Looking at the top PRC 20s. Let's have a look to see what anything else is standing out here. We got pretty much a pullback on a lot of stuff here. But Maker is still up 5.7%. Wise token's up 4.5% is the copy, of course. Ape token is up 6%, and IMX is up 7% there. Lido is up 7%. Those are some of the big ones there as well. Compound up 12% also. So that's the top PRC 20s that I'm tracking. Let's have a look at the top meme coins that I'm tracking as well. We've got Access Alive is up 4%, almost 18,000. This thing has performed like a boss, isn't it? This thing has performed pretty well. What's the all-time high? $19,500. Crazy, cray. 445,000 liquidity, 195 makers, and the volume is 11,000 so far. So pretty low on the volume there, but still ticking up in price pretty nicely. People are obviously diamond hands on that. Give that a bit of a rocket. Note token from Randy last year down 2.5%. Let's see what else there. Mega is up 3% there. Where the ETH goes up 2% to 45 cents, interestingly enough. More token is flat there from Trayvon. BitBoy's Bean token is up 2.5%. Fluffy Slippers is up 11% there. Those are some of the leaders there. And finally, our main event. Let's go to Pulsechain Projects. Main event here. And what do we got? We got 9-inch with versus ETH. So this is on the ETH side, is up 14%. What else is looking interesting there? Teases is up 11%. Doing pretty well as Teases. Let's quickly look at that chart. And there we are. Look at that. Teases looking pretty good, holding strong. And the market cap, 5.9 million at the moment, 353K liquidity, doing very well as Teases, and so it should. It's, obviously a lot of people using that as a top DEX aggregator now on Pulsechain. Just remember that Portal X, another DEX aggregator, has now added MEV bot protection, just like Teases. So that was added yesterday. I haven't used that since then, but that's definitely been upgraded. Beetroot there is up 4.7%. Another, obviously, one of our top privacy hubs there. And of course, you can do single-sided staking there as well for the Richard Hart tokens. Pulsechain, Hex, I think Incentive token. I think so, as well as Beat and Sugar. No, not Sugar, Sweet. Sweet it is. Sugar and Sweet. All right, so up token up 12%, 13%. Let's have a look at this liquid loan sort of protocol. That's doing pretty well. There's the up token there. Not bad. I think that's it. What I was going to talk about. Have we got any others? Let me have a look here. Hocus Pocus up 8%. The Toner up 4%. Those are some of the marks there. B9, that's the safety token there. Security token from Bubby up 3% as well. And SparkSwap up 2.6% as well. So there we go. We've got a few others ticking away. Now, Fiat there is up 9%. Fiat token, the one we just talked about with Richard Hart. And Fame is up 5%. So there we go on Fiat and Fame. That is pretty much it on those. Now, we're going to quickly talk about stablecoins briefly because we got a little update from Archie in the Pulsechain chat, and that is around the PUSD algo. Now, as you guys know, this is going to be extended for 45 days. We just haven't seen the update yet, but apparently this is going to be extended on the sacrifice phase. Obviously, to get adequate enough amount of money to launch, it's got to launch multiple protocols. 75% of the sacrifice money is going into those protocols as well as the stability miner day one. So, but apparently there's going to be some wider testing. In other words, it's going to be decentralizing the liquidity and I think the miner bots on this on PUSD. So there could be a bit more volatility around this prototype that's currently running live on Pulsechain and pretty much pegged around the dollar. So we might see a bit more variability in the stablecoin. But in any case, it's been turning over some pretty awesome volume, $28,000 in volume. So doing pretty well on that front at the moment. I can see that the liquidity has actually been reduced dramatically on here as well because it's was sitting up at 32,000 on each of these. So that's been changed. He's definitely done some changes on here. So that will be tested to get more robust testing. All right, so that is pretty much that on that one. That leads us into Hex.com. We're going to talk about that. Before we do, though, let's get back in the chat and say hello to a few other people that have arrived. We're 35 minutes on the hour. Man. We've got lots of projects going to be launching. We haven't had the last launch that we had for project that I'm aware of was Pulsepot. Now, there are some other projects out there at the moment, what's the one that I was just posting the other day? Let me just quickly check. There are some other projects around that people have been playing around with that haven't really talked about. But one of those is Warren.finance. It's more risky, but Warren.finance is out there as well. So people have been talking about that. All right, let's see. We're up to here. Let's see, go down here. I got up to those comments. Pulsechain house there. Hi all, it's been a while since I've been able to tune in. Good to see you, Paul. Welcome back. I'm a buyer of PulseX. Here's Pulse DCA. A very wise move there. Below the SAC is a deal, says Pulse DCA. Indeed, indeed. I would love to see Hex hit all-time highs at 50 cents, says Arizona. Yeah, I think some people are probably a bit more bullish than that, Arizona. We're going to see. It's still a long time ahead of us for the bull market. So let's see how we go. Let's go RH system. Ecosystem, says Christian. Absolutely. Archie loves Teases, and let's talk bribes, says Fast Abdul. I don't know why he always says that, but he does. He does. All right, let's finish up the poll here. And let's go. Let's have a look here. We got, will you try shorting PLSX? 89% said no. Yes is 4%. So we've got some risk takers there. Unsure is 4%, and maybe is 2%. That's 46 votes. So nice little results there for the poll, which leads us in. Have we got the Hex Token stats out? I'm not even sure if they're out yet. 507. We're looking for 506. No, we haven't got them out yet. So let us know any questions in there. Maybe we might have a quick look at what was I going to look at? The Warren one. Yeah, let's have a quick look at that. Now this is riskier, but it is one of these sort of ROI protocol things that I can see. I haven't really looked through the whole lot of it, but some people have been looking at it. So we'll have a quick look. Just take note of the risk return factor here. All right, it's got obviously a little fun little AI picture of Warren Buffett on the home front there. But these are some of the sort of products that are on Pulsechain. They're sort of the riskier side of things. You don't know, I guess I don't know much about who the team is or this or that, so just remember that. But they got some Warren DAI Pulse here and stuff like that. You can stake it. They got this big lucrative thing here, and of course incentive program as well. They got their chart on at the moment. Let's go a quick look at that. See if it populates. This is the Warren PLP is at 1.03. You can obviously see it's up and to the right there. When will it come down? That's the question. Or does it come down? We'll see. As well, they've got a bridge here as well. I'm not sure what the Spark Swap. They're using Spark Swap bridge there. So maybe the same people. I don't know. But a lot of people were excited about the daily yield. I saw stuff at like 2% or so. But once again, it is pretty risky, this sort of stuff. But I wanted to bring attention that there are other protocols that have been launching on Pulsechain that I have not covered. This is one of them. All right. Bam. All right, let's move that. And let's wait. We're going to play this little video while we wait for the daily stats.
I believe it goes up if the world is more frightened, if people have fearful of geopolitical risk, they're fearful of their own risk. It's no different than what gold represented over thousands of years. It is a asset class that protects you. Right. And unlike gold, where we manufacture new gold, we're almost at the ceiling of the amount of Bitcoin that be created.
When you hear somebody like Kathy Wood,
yes,
who was on our broadcast yesterday, say that her base case is that this turns into a $600,000 a Bitcoin valuation, base case, and a million plus in a super optimistic case. Are you anywhere in her realm?
I haven't thought about it. To me, that what we are trying to do is offer an instrument that can store wealth. I think if it gets that even close to that high, gold will represent even a bigger value. And let's be clear, if you think of digital gold, there's going to be a reference point between gold and Bitcoin.
All right, so things are getting really bullish in the ecosystem, of course. Now, we've got a question here from John Gibbons. Hey, guys, do you have to claim the PUSD Sacrifice? Well, I think you just go to the core site here. So this is where you go. And I'm pretty sure it's here. We had a question from this in the crypto helpline, which you can check out on the Discord, John, if you're not there. But I believe you just go to this site and it should show up. And I just can't remember exactly where it is. Yeah, it's a long time ago since I covered this. Definitely this is where it should show up on one of these pages. So check that out. I think that is the link. Bam. There's more comments in the crypto helpline, I think, about that exact location. In fact, I might have it here. Just let me have a look. Searching. You just go to crypto helpline and back up here. So you can apparently you just go to you go to the earn tab. I think I don't even see the earn tab here, but maybe it's under. You can go to docs, and the docs will show you in here. So you can check all that out somewhere in there. It's not actually clear what they're saying here. Docs, how to add NFT. Yeah, so you can how to add your NFT to the MetaMask, so you can see it in the MetaMask. So you need to do that. You can now see what I'm earning. 2x AMP rewards for the watt that I staked in the NFT. So you should be able to see it on there when you connect up. All right. Bam. We still haven't got the Hex daily stats out, so we were so much faster today. I'm so much faster today. Thumbs up for that. All good. All right. When will it stay? We're gonna have to talk about something else until the stats come out. So let us know if you've got any questions. Put them in the chat, or if you've seen anything in Pulsechain that you think's worth talking about. Let us know. Just trying to pick up something here. What's that? The SEC respond to RHA. KDP posted about it. Okay, we'll have a quick check of that. Let me have a look. Bam. All right, so we've got some stuff here from the 16th. Vacated order, granting 15 motion to leave to appear pro advice. Attorney John Smeltzer is permitted to appear pro. Attorney shall register. Once registered, attorney shall file notice to appearance. Also, attorney shall ensure order motion to leave to appear. Christopher Davis. Letter requesting that the court replace filings with corrected documents for Richard Schuller, modified. The court construes the letter filed to be a revised motion to leave to appear. Permit to appear. Motion to appear. Letter plaintiff response to defendant's letter. The court has what we've got here. Plaintiff security SEC. For a pre-motion conference to connect with anticipated motion under the attempt to Hart seeks to minimize his role in a $1 billion offering in a multi-million-dollar fraudulent scheme. Sideline committed to a global community of people who have simply chosen to run certain computer programs. This distortion SEC as well pled allegations. Well, they're not well pled. That's what I said to you, that they're actually pretty poorly put together. And this is from experience reading a lot of corporate stuff. Among other things, the SEC sufficiently alleges that the Hart developed, released, and extensively promoted the crypto assets center of a global community of investors, owners, and controllers. The court has personal jurisdiction over defendants who are properly served. What else we got here? Defendant's motion will fail. Defendant Hart sets forth several areas in which he intends to attack the Commission's complaint. None are availing, and SEC responds to each and below. Hart's extraterritorial arguments fail. Hart claims the SEC's impermissible, extraterritorially unavailable. So there's quite a few stuff in here. Defendant offered securities. The complaint alleges fraud with the specificity required under Rule 9B. Pulsechain and Hart violated the anti-fraud provisions of the federal security laws. A major questions doctrine does not warrant dismissal. Hart misapprehends the purpose and reach of the major questions. Now, this is their view on it, right? So they've got to prove that in court. The complaint violates no constitutional rights of speech and association. Contrary to Hart's characterization, the SEC does not wish to impose a content-based regulation of computed on speech, nor does SEC seek to punish. Well, that's going to be argued in court, right? So, cool. Nice little response there. I'll paste the link to that if you guys want to check that out in the chat. Bam. Let's go see. Let's see. That's the link there if you guys are going to want to go read that in full. Let's go see what KDP thought of it. Let's see what she says. This response, they're in disbelief about the fact that they will lose, claiming he misappropriated 0.8% of the funds. Yeah, this argument's going to be, I think that's a mistake on their part. I think that they've made a big mistake trying to go to that. Can't wait for them to realize retired billionaire didn't use any money for light luxury items. Their case is weakening. Anyone must read. Uniswap is exposed to this court document as being an American platform. Cancel Uniswap, they are not our friends. Eminence brief with 40,000 signatures shows most of the people who sign outside the US. The SEC claims no ground, no evidence. We will win. So that is from KDP. So what they just invented a number. Basically, they're just saying Uniswap and Hayden sold the devil and have gone against everything DeFi stands for. So there we are. That is some of the comments there. In any case, you can read that out. I just don't want to read that out because it's going to take a while to read. So we're going to leave that. All right. Yeah, waiting for Hex Daily stats to come out. Nothing's come out yet. So it's so early today. We might just leave that for tomorrow in any case. And I might just wrap up a little earlier. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. We will catch up again tomorrow when I cover the live streams for results for tomorrow. How about that? Is that not bad? I think so. So if you want to get in Discord, definitely get into Discord. Yeah, the battle continues, right? The SEC versus Richard Hart. It's going to be fun to see all that stuff play out in court. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that the SEC put together was pretty weak. And so if you've got good enough lawyers like Richard has, they should have a good time in court, ripping them apart. So it should be fun. All right. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you then. Until next time, DCA for the win. That's all we can say. DCA for the win. All right. Bye for now. Cheers. No, really. We're going. What's going on? We're still on the show. What's happening here? What's happening? Okay, let's play out some music. I knew that was going to be the I knew people were going to ask for that. We love music. I know. Let's do it. All right. Peace out. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Here in my $3,000 Valentino Rockstud purse, my $3,000 Prada jacket, $2,000 Prada shirt, $2,000 or $3,000 Prada pants, Prada glasses, Prada hat, Prada bracelet, and it's all Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off. Prada, 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 Prada shirt, Prada hat, Prada glasses, Prada pants, and it's all nylon, so the haters' tears fall right off.
Lil Bubble, let me ride that rocket.